In this video, I'm going to teach you how to have masculine boundaries in 7 easy steps. All right. I thank you, by the way, one of my subscribers. So subscriber Strong Relaxed 9202 for asking me to do a video on this and how to have masculine boundaries and what do I do or what boundaries do I have. So that's what this video is about. And in terms of me teaching you how to have masculine boundaries in 7 easy steps. Okay, let's get into this. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm a Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and notification button because I drop a video every day. All right. How to have masculine boundaries in 7 easy steps. So let's just get into this video. First of all, these are boundaries that I have. These are masculine boundaries that I have, and I hope you enjoy learning these, apply them. Maybe you have some of them, maybe you have more, whatever, but I do want to hear from you in the comments if I've left any out. So these are the 7 that I have. So starting with number 1 is shit tests, dealing with shit tests and nipping shit tests in the ass. So number 1, I get shit tests all the time. That's just women's nature. The reason why they're shit testing you is they want to see how alpha you are. They want to test your boundaries, to say boundaries. By the way, I really can't stand that word. It's like a therapy word. So I've been going to therapy a lot and they're like, boundaries, boundaries. So I will get shit tests, and this is how I deal with the shit tests. I either just completely ignore it, like they didn't even say it, or 2, they say something, and like, for example, this has happened to me only a couple times, but this is like a major shit test where we're joking around and the woman says, ah, ha, 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 you're so stupid. Oh, did you just say stupid? So after they laugh, then I don't bring it up right away. I'll bring it up later and I'll say, hey, look, last night, I just wanted to bring something to your attention. Last night when we were joking around or something like that, you said, ha, 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 that's so stupid. And I know it wasn't your intent to call me stupid, but I really don't like that word. That's what I mean. That's a boundary that clearly they have crossed, and you will get that sometimes. Or, which I'll go into later, you know what, I'll save the other one later. So just focus on shit tests. So shit tests, that's what I mean. They will throw a zinger out there like, oh, so does that mean you're a player? Right? So another way to deal with a shit test is you exaggerate it. You say, oh yeah, I play all the time. Chess is my favorite game. And they go, what? So, or you say, oh yeah, I'm a player. Like, I have at least 10 women in my pool at any given time. And no, what? Are you serious? I'm like, no, I'm not serious. Why would I have 10 women? I don't have time for that. Exaggerate it. So you ignore it, address it, exaggerate it. That's how you deal with shit tests. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, I do not accept disrespect. So what I mean by that, and that's connected to number 1, is that if they've crossed a line from a shit test to calling me a loser, calling me a simp, calling me stupid, whatever, I nail that right there, and I have a conversation with them, and I said, look, I really don't appreciate that. If they don't apologize for it and recognize that that wasn't cool, and they basically try to spin it around on me, gaslight me, and say, well, you're just being sensitive. Then I push hard and say, look, don't say that again. That's it, right? So that's number 2. I don't accept disrespect. Number 3 is 3 strikes and you're out on last minute cancellations. So if they cancel last minute and it happens 3 times in a short period of time, I'm out. So usually it's 2 strikes, but depending on how hot she is and how attractive I am to her, it's 3. So about 1 month ago, I had the situation. She canceled last minute before our first date, and I let that one go. We had our first date, and we really hit it off on the first date. Like, she was super affectionate with me. We kissed right there at the restaurant bar. I was like kind of stunned. and it was really good. And she was really hot too, so I was attracted to that, of course. And then we made plans for another weekend, and it was a Friday night. She canceled last minute on the Friday night. She was so apologetic. She's like, "Look, I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you tomorrow night, Saturday." Saturday came and ultimately went, but she canceled last minute on the Saturday. And she said, "Look, I'm sorry for the cancellation, but can we meet on Sunday?" No, that's it. And I just flat out told her, I said, "Look, you've canceled 3 times at the last minute. And how would you feel if this happened to you? This isn't cool. And I wish you all the best in your search." No exceptions. Boom, gone. And so her response was nothing but just excuses and not taking accountability for it. So that's number 3, is you need to hold firm on that kind of boundary of dates being canceled on you last minute. Okay. No one is good looking enough. No one is worth it to treat you like garbage like that. Right. So number 4 is they don't commit on plans. So for example, it's, let's say, Sunday, and I want to make a plan with them on Thursday. And they say some shit like this: "Oh, well, can I get back to you?" Or, "I'm not sure. Why don't we see how things are on Wednesday?" If they're non-committal, then I will say, "Okay, well, hey, my calendar's booking up. Let's confirm something either way by Tuesday." So I put the stake in the ground. If they now say, "Well, the weekends are always so busy for me, and I'm not sure if I can commit to anything on Tuesday," out. Okay. If she likes you, oh, she will move shit around like no problem to see you. Okay. So that's number 4. Number 5 is dealing with pillow princesses. So this term actually has its roots in lesbian dating culture, where someone basically just wants to lie there and be pleased. So the boundary I have with pillow princesses, and this has happened to me a few times, not that often, but a few times, where I'm working away on this person and I get them off, right? And this is after like the first few times of being intimate. I get them off, and now it's my turn. So that's how I like to do things. I like to postpone my pleasure and pleasure the woman first. Get her off, she's happy, and now it's my turn. So pillow princess is typically what's happened in the past. What they've done is they've said, "Oh, well, I'm really tired now." Or, which that happened to me in my marriage. I was married before. Whew, and single now 2.5 years, and I have no regrets, man. So they will say, "Oh, I'm tired. Can we do something later?" Or they complain it's taking you too long, or any of this shit, right? That's what I'm talking about with a pillow princess. So my boundary would be, look, they pull this on me, and I say, "Look, obviously the vibe's off. I don't know what's going on, but maybe I should get you an Uber home." If they're at my place. If I'm at their place, I would say, "Look, maybe I should get an Uber home or drive home, whatever." If I feel like the vibe's off, so now I think I'm just going to get an Uber home, or vice versa. Maybe I should get you an Uber home. As soon as I say that, it's either one of 2 things happen. One, which is pretty much always what's happened to me, is I end up getting off, right? They end up turning that around. But there have been situations where they're like, "Okay, fine." And I leave, and I never speak with them again, because they're clearly trying to control the sex, and yet I put in all this effort to please them. So that's a boundary I have. Number 5. So number 6 is no texting all the time or too quickly. So this is a boundary I have of myself, where I will not text them all the time, and I will not get back to them like pronto all the time. I have never had a woman. Oh no, I had once. Once a woman said, "I'm kind of disappointed I didn't hear from you for 4 hours." Oof. So then I say, "Look, I'm busy, and there's times you may not hear from me for 4 hours, maybe until the next day, maybe right away, and that's something you need to be okay with." Well, that was it. That was it for that situation. She bounced, fine. So that's one of the boundaries that I have. It's like, no, do not pressure me to respond to you all the time, get back to you all the time, because I'm busy, I have other things, and you're not my number one priority in my life. Okay. So that's number 6. And last, talking about priorities, this is a segue. Last, number 7, is that I do not make women a priority in my life. And that's a boundary I have for myself. I am busy with my hobbies. I'm busy with my purpose. I'm busy going to the gym, taking care of myself, trying to make more money, creating YouTube videos, all these things. And women are basically for fun and for some companionship when I have the time. So that's a boundary I have. If a woman says, look, you're too busy working, or you're too busy this and this and that, it's like, okay, so are you going to be paying for the restaurants then? Are you going to be paying for the nice things, this and this and this? So I don't take that very well when, but that's almost never happened to me, guys. And I'm just sharing that with you. That it's just, I let them know up front, look, I'm busy and I may only be able to see you every other weekend or maybe once on that weekend or something. It kind of depends on what's going on in my life. So those are the 7 boundaries. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time.